Today on Mike Attempts, repairing a chip in a porcelain sink. We've had this chip and hairline crack in our kitchen sink for years, and I'm finally going to attempt to fix it today. I used the sharp end of a safety pin to clean out the chip and remove any loose pieces and sink grime. I finished cleaning with soft scrub and a toothbrush, followed by a final rinse with rubbing alcohol before letting it dry for 24 hours. The next day I taped off the area, but listen, don't bother. The filler doesn't stick to the polished glaze, only the porcelain below the surface. Here's what I used to repair the chip. They sell different colors depending on your manufacturer, so make sure you get the right one for the best chance at a color match. See the description below for a link to the filler I used. Shake well before starting. During the first coat, I used the brush to push the filler down into the deepest parts of the chip. Don't glob it on, you can always add more, and you should expect it to take at least a few coats to fill in the chip. I also applied the filler along the hairline crack, but like I said earlier, this was just a waste of time because it wouldn't stick to that surface. The only way you might be able to get rid of a hairline crack like this would be to grind it out a bit with a rotary tool, but that would be a hassle and it might actually lead to a worse result. If you did end up using tape, be sure to remove it immediately following the first coat while the filler is still wet. Wait a full hour before applying the second coat. An hour after the second coat, I applied the final coat. You just want the filler slightly higher than the surrounding surface to avoid having to sand too much. Wait at least 24 hours for the filler to cure before sanding. The kit comes with a small piece of fine grit sandpaper that should be all you need. Wet the sandpaper as well as the area to be sanded. Sand the top of the filler with medium pressure and be sure to keep everything nice and wet the whole time. This is where I realized the filler did not seep down into the hairline crack like I had hoped. So I spent a lot of extra time sanding off the excess. I think my expectations were a little high when hoping that the hairline crack would be unnoticeable after I was finished. In hindsight, I wouldn't have used the tape or applied the filler over the hairline crack, which would have saved me a good bit of time. Here's the final result. It feels nice and smooth, but the color match isn't perfect. However, unless it's a brand new sink, you probably shouldn't expect a perfect match. Who knows, maybe after the sink gets some use and the filler has aged a bit, the colors might be better matched. Feel free to rate this video, add your comments and questions below, and subscribe for more.